In honor of Women's History Month, we've been talking with female leaders in sports, politics, business, and entertainment. And this morning, we are focused.
Every Friday during Women's History Month.
All month long, we've been celebrating Women's History Month by talking with female leaders in sports, politics, business, and entertainment. And this morning,
black people, it's all about the unity. There's nothing they can do with us, so ain't nobody move.
We are in a state of emergency.
Prejudice. Wrote a song about it? Like to hear it? Here it go. Free your mind.
To boldly go where no man has gone before.
Misused, won't be accused. So black and blue. Been through rejection from my reflection. So much depression. I was changing young. So many had come and gone, tried to block me from the throne, but I kept pushing on. And I know, treated like a criminal, though I done nothing wrong. And I felt so alone, still I had to be strong.
This is Palmetto Star, but you can call me Prophet. Prophet Robin, the Prophet of Black Supremacy, and author of 3 Steps to End Racism Right Now.
If the world practiced these 3 steps, what would it look like?
Black empowerment, black rulership. The ability to define one's own reality is freedom. 3 steps to end racism right now is freedom in real time.
Now, why is racism trending?
When hasn't racism been trending in America? It is built off of racism. Everything about America is racist. We have never experienced the world without the shadow of racism, without the terrorism of racism, without the threat of racist intentions. We have never experienced that.
We want to make sure that we're not just working to be first, but we're working to be right. A lot of times there are situations when things are just happening so fast. It's always important to be fast, but we always want to be right.
I ordered this book, God is on Trial. I ordered this book from Amazon, and I must say I've read it. It's very well written, very thought-provoking. And so, sisters and brothers like Alberta, Parish, again, God is on Trial. It is a provocative, thought-provoking, very real and honest point of view regarding the gods of major religions or of Abrahamic religions, and why those of us who follow these belief systems should be asking the same kind of questions instead of just blindly accepting and following.
This message. Hey, my brother, you know I had to call you and thank you personally again. I cannot describe to you how happy I was to meet you in person, finally. That was just like amazing.
Body Salon and Wellness Spa is located in the historical area of East Point, Atlanta. This is a center for cultural, family-oriented community commencement, and just couldn't have chosen a better place for the Colored Only Cafe to make its debut. Very proud that Brother Pamela Starr has hooked me up with this opportunity, and they've allowed me to be the vending. I right now have the sole vending contract with this wonderful establishment. So excited. All of my Philadelphians, it feels like home. All of my Atlantic, you already know. All of my ATLians, you already know it's home. But definitely, it has a northeast type of vibe. So please come down and enjoy. We are just here on the weekends right now, and we are Friday and Sundays. But every weekend, you can expect a great time, cultural engagement, awesome meals dripping in melanin. So come on down and enjoy.
Hey, Uma! Not to be popular. It's just I'm inspired by my brother, that RealitysTemple's brother, the most powerful voice on the internet, that Angelsnupnup7. That's right, brother. I'm calling you out, brother. I'm building you. I'm putting you out there, brother. I'm shouting you out. That's my inspiration.
My brother Angelsnupnup7 at the RealitysTemple. And to give props to him, because I listened to all of Angelsnupnup7's videos. I think that he comes from a different angle, and there's a powerful message in a lot of the videos that he put out, and I try to catch all of them. I look at him as a free thinker and a person that's willing to challenge those of which he don't agree with or which he may think differently from, and I really respect him for that. He's challenged KNBS, and he has also challenged the black supremacy movement as well, and I have nothing against that, because that which cannot be challenged cannot stand, and will not stand, and will not survive the test of time. How many challenges we can withstand will determine how long we will be able to stand.
Peace, prayer, and knowledge. I'm Soul Sister J. I'm Soul Sister D. And I just wanted to say thank you for all the people who helped to the medical fundraiser for my uncle Taalik. And it has meant so much to us that you would help, because without you guys, his life would not be possible, and we would not be with him today right now. And I just wanted to say, for all of you that helped and that donated, I would really like to give a big thanks, and I hope that I can meet you one day and say thank you in person. I love you guys, and next.
Mary Ellis becomes the first of the divas to offer the world her singular sound. And she does just that on Southern Gal.
Things on paper that say, if you do this, we're going to punish you by incarcerating you, and you break them and you're dumb enough to get caught, then you're just dumb.
All right. Shout out to RealitysTemple in the building. Well, just for myself, I got to get him on here, man. You talk about somebody polarizing. Whoa. that brother is, I'll leave that alone. Shout out to the brother, though, Just.
Anyway, I'm done. So, don't expect me to be on YouTube all the time. And, because none of you are helping me out. I have to go to work every day. I have to go to work, to make money. And none of y'all are dropping me $5 or nothing in my Cash App or nothing. So don't expect me to come on here making videos all the time, because that's not going to happen. Like I said, it takes a lot of energy to come on here and talk and make videos and put together, presentations, and all of that take time and energy. Don't expect me to come on here talking and carrying on.
God damn. Ate all my damn food up. Crack-headed monkeys. Yeah. This SNIFFY. You know who this is, man. You got caller ID. Hey, don't y'all hate to call people? They talk, who is it? And they got caller ID. You know who it is. You got caller ID, Negro. God damn, crazy. Where's Smelly D at?
As far as that goes,
you know I still love you, baby.
And I'm here to say so.
And it'll never change. Hey.
I want nobody but you. I want nobody.
Gomane. Assemble the people, Gomane. We will not be defeated by witch doctors' illusions.
Self, and you don't realize it. You don't realize it that God has been imprisoned. The devil was able to imprison God. So right inside your own self, your God self has been imprisoned, and you have a false sense of self running rampant inside the temple. This is why, you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
We have to bring Reality's Temple here on earth. Reality's Temple here on earth, because
yes, sir.
We have to realize the enemy is running rampant inside this temple.
I stand for nature. I stand for anything that is right. I'm pro-righteous, not pro-black. I am pro-righteous and not pro-black. So do your thing.
And that is Brother Taalik from the RealityTemple's On Earth channel. And if you get a chance to subscribe, please do subscribe to his channel. He's a good brother. You know, he's doing good work, and he wants to do good constructive things. He has good information to provide. So please do check out his channel if you get a chance.
black people. It's all about the unity. There's nothing they can do with us. So ain't nobody.
In a state of emergency.
Prejudice. Wrote a song about it? Like to hear it? Here it go. Free your mind.
What dear?
Cause I keeps it real like that. I keeps it real.
Bringing them on in. There he is. There he is.
Peace and blessings, big bro. How you doing?
I'm gonna tell you, quite honestly, I'm sort of sleepy. I've been doing the overtime on some of these videos. I've been staying late at nights with Sister Noble, and they know I'm not a night owl. I'm gonna tell you, I'll be in bed at 8 o'clock. And so I'm a little bit sleepy, but I'm pretty sure as we get into this conversation, I'm gonna wake up. I'm trying to wake up right now, actually. So I hear myself in the background. You have the YouTube channel on?
No, I cut that.
See, every time I talk, I can hear it. You have a thing open, a tab open.
Let me close all my tabs.
Okay. Hey, see, I don't hear it. Well, hey, I still hear it.
You still hear it?
Yeah.
Okay.
1, 2. You don't hear me in the background?
Mm-mm.
We'll work without anything, man.
I got all my tabs are closed except for this one.
Okay. We'll work with it. Ain't no big thing.
Okay.
It don't disturb me. You don't hear it. It don't mess with me. So we can roll. But yeah, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. You know, we're down here in Coldwater, Mississippi.
Yeah.
We made the move, and now getting the house together, getting the land together. You know, trying to get settled in. But we're good. We're good. We're good. How are you?
I feel pretty decent. Even though I come on here and I talk strong and I might look healthy, it ain't looks is deceiving. But I'm doing pretty well though. And sometimes you have to just do what you do, as I heard Mr. Farrakhan say, because you know he's been fighting prostate cancer for years.
Right.
And he was talking about how he had to get up on the rostrum in severe pain and then teach. And sometimes the show must go on.
That's right.
And so that's how I feel about it. And I don't have prostate cancer. I haven't been fighting cancer for 20 years. I can't even imagine, you know, the pain. I mean, because it's never ending.
Exactly.
It's never ending.
Exactly.
And see, people always remember the bad stuff I say about the minister. How dare you? You hypocrite, you traitor! How dare you say that about the minister? But when I say things like this, because he's still a human being, And I have empathy. I can't even imagine having cancer like that. And this brother's able to walk on the stage and give a 4-hour speech, moving and grooving, and in serious pain. As soon as that speech is over, he's about to fall out. I know. But the show must go on. The work is important. I got to go.
That's right.
And so that's worth admiration. And I'm going to give him that credit. It is not, I have nothing personal against the minister. In fact, if it was not for the minister, and I say this all the time, I wouldn't be here. When I was 18, 19 years old, he was my example of manhood. Him, his national assistant, Brother Akbar Muhammad, and all those FOI brothers. And they took care of business. I've never been around a group of men that could take care of business the way we done. It was an honor. I've never seen nothing like that. Family men, they were strong. It wasn't nobody running around, hey man, did you see that big booty walk by? You know, all that silly, crazy stuff. I never was around all that dumb stuff. You know, whose parents you gonna jack tonight? Right. Brothers just on time, fast moving, quick thinking, right down to the modern time. I loved it. I loved it. I can't lie. I can't lie. That's right. I wouldn't be who I am. And people probably don't even have to know me that well, but they can automatically say, that's one of them Muslims. You know, he's affiliated. I know he got something about he's affiliated with the Muslims. My style, because that's where I come from. That's where I was raised. And if it wasn't for Minister Farrakhan, like I say, I wouldn't be here. I just wouldn't. I'm still a child of Elijah Muhammad. This ministry still belongs to Farad Muhammad, y'all. It still belongs to Elijah. So if I win, Elijah wins.
That's right.
Farad wins.
That's right.
It's not, see, we take things too personal and we start hating and having grudges. See, you got me messed up because I'm not like that. And maybe that's why you don't understand me. Because it's not about hate or nothing like that. It's about winning. That's what we want to do here. So, Brother Muhammad, just briefly, could you tell us, just give us a little information of your experience moving from where you was to Coldwater, Mississippi?
Oh, most definitely. For us, we were living up in Illinois, about 15 minutes or less from St. Louis and O'Fallon. And, you know, so we had to sell the house there. And we looked for a house here in Mississippi for, what was that, about a year? We were searching for a house for a year. You know, we put an offer on some that didn't go through, but we kept our feet to the plow, and finally, you know, the house that we have now, it came available. We jumped on it, and everything worked perfectly. Then, with our house up in Illinois, trying to sell that one. Now that one, we had the up and down roller coaster. Because we would put it on the market, people would want to come look at it and put a contract on it, and then when you get to the part of the inspection and you know they want this fixed or they want this fixed or they want this kind of money, you know, the thing just wasn't working. You know, there was not that both parties going to do what need to be done so everybody can be happy. And so the actual last contract that we had on that house really went crazy. It went haywire. And as I was telling this morning on our morning message, you know, I got so angry. I got so angry I began to cussing. And, you know, it took me a minute, but I wound up apologizing to our realtor. But I told him, I said, look, I'm giving you full authority to operate on our behalf. because at this present point in time, I'm emotional. I'm angry. So I don't have the ability to think properly, to think clearly. And I understand that. So you do what need to be done. Get this house wrapped up. Don't come to me and ask me anything, because mentally I won't be in that right space that I needed to be, because I was enraged, because I felt as though the people that were trying to buy it was just playing games with us and, making us jump through this hoop and making us jump through that hoop. So I told him, you deal with it. Don't even come back and get my permission. Just get it done. But he didn't do that. He come back to me telling me stuff, and now I'm already angry. And now you bring in more stuff to me that's just all it's going to do is make the fire hot. And so when the realtor, the buyer's realtor showed up at the house, and she wanted to walk through as the movers were actually moving stuff out of the house. And I'm like, no, that's not what we agreed upon. And so me and her stayed out there talking. And then, of course, by me already being angry, the talking on my end got to be yelling. And, you know how I get. So there I was out there in the public in front of everybody going off. And wife had to come from inside the house, and she's starting to pull me to say, come on, be quiet, let it settle down. Everybody is listening. The movers are saying you're loud, and this is this little cracker out here. And here you are, a big black man, going off on this little cracker woman. And so, wife brought me in the house to get me to, get myself together. And so I had to do that. But, it's very important that we understand who we are. We got to know what our short fuses are. And we got to be able to think. And when you're full of fire, you're angry, you lose that ability to think clearly. Mm-hmm. And so if our realtor would have done exactly what I told him to do, then there would not have been that confrontation outside in front of the house where the neighbors and everybody else can see and listen to hear this big old black man going off on this damn cracker girl. But, she earned it. She really did. They didn't do right. They didn't do right. But, we got a different contract on the house. We're going back into that now. So we're looking to have that house wrapped up and sold. So all of our attention and all of our efforts will be right here in Coldwater, Mississippi.
All righty then. So, well, I'm glad that you're able to get there, and I'm glad that you made it there safe.
Yes, sir.
How's the environment there? The neighbors and the people.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's pretty good. We got up one morning and had banana peels all in the front yard and stuff like that, and dog shit in our front yard. Yeah, these and where we live at, the area of town that we live at is not very many of us over here. We didn't know that prior to buying the house. Mm-hmm. So it's these crackers over here, they want to talk to you and get in your business and want to know, what you do for a living, what's this, what's that, and and that's not our thing. We're not here to tell you all our personal business and just keep sitting there talking. I got work to do. I got work to do. But they're very curious, because they see we bought the house, we bought the land, and they're like, what these niggas doing up here? Where they from? Why y'all come all the way from Illinois to come down here to Coldwater, Mississippi? What the hell y'all niggas got going on? And so we're closed-lipped. We don't tell them any information. but they want to know, and you can see it written all on their face. You know, they want to know. They want to pull that information out, but they're not going to know nothing until it's time.
Yes, sir.
Until it's time. Yes, sir.
Boy, they got a rude awakening. They only knew what the big picture was. What the big
That's
plan
right.
is.
That's right. Mm-hmm. Most definitely. Most definitely.
So I welcome you, and this platform, we welcome you here this afternoon, brother, you know, to the platform. We haven't seen you since Soul Liberation Day. And I think that gathering, not because I put it on, I think that it was something very, very nice and positive for the people. And we done that back December the 28th, and I have did my part in spreading that video out everywhere, and I just get positivity from our gathering, and I thought it was the best Soul Liberation Day I've had, and so far I think it's been like 5. I've done 5 so far, and this is the best. And I will tell you, brother, that your presence there really, really put the frosting on the cake.
Oh, praise!
It's a wonderful thing. And I want to say this to my audience, and I'm pretty sure you have to do some. We both of us have to do like Lucy did on the old show, Lucy Ball, when her husband said, "Lucy, you got some explaining to do." You know, I have to explain to my audience why you still mess with Maurice Muhammad. You know, Maurice Muhammad did this. And then your audience, I'm very sure, there you go with messing with that Snuffleupagus guy again. Didn't you learn your lesson from the last time? The man ain't no damn good. You know, see, this is what we have to understand, is that if you really say, I've known Brother Maurice since 2013, and we was on the live stream together, myself and Brother Omar. All of us come from the same place, Nation of Islam stuff, okay? I love that. It was just us because we come from the same place. And Brother Maurice was talking about when he first heard my video, I was slamming the minister. That's funny. It's on the channel. Y'all can check that out, Brother Maurice. It's the video. Let's take a closer look at Farrakhan. I put it back up on my channel. And Brother Maurice was on there talking about what the hell is this? Because in his mind, everybody's supposed to love the minister. It's funny. You know, hey, that was a King Noble production. He took splices out of my original video and he spliced it up. Shout out to King Noble Black Supremacy. And yeah, that was a spliced up video by King Noble. And I don't know. I think that's how you was introduced to me. I believe from there some kind of way. But as long as I don't bring up Minister Farrakhan, myself and Brother Maurice, we had a wonderful relationship. But then, of course, I got to run my mouth, cross the line. How don't cross the line? What the hell you mean by that? You said that about the minister. Yeah, that's where it all started going down here. Brother Maurice have been threatening to kick my ass since 2013. So y'all don't get it. But Brother Maurice is here, and he would bear witness, even though we were going through that. And he was mad as hell at me. In the early days before this live stream stuff, we was doing radio blog talk. And Brother Maurice was invited to do his fizzy, defending the minister on Blog Talk Radio. I knew where he was at, and I was there, and I supported Brother Maurice, even though he wanted to kick my ass. He's here. If I'm lying, he'll tell you. I was there. I still supported him, and I told him he did a very, very good job, and he did.
That's right. You sure did. You sure did.
He did a good job. Wherever he went, that fire, that this man carried, that he got from me, he was smashing them. He was. And I was there, and I told him that he did a very good job defending Brother Farrakhan. So, we family. We even come from the same place. And in family, we're taught that we are brothers and sisters. And if you really believe that, matter of fact, not believe, if you know that,
that's right.
Then brothers and sisters, family, mothers and daughters, we have our issues sometimes. People fall out. I seen my sister didn't talk to my mother for months. And my mother didn't talk to her mother for years. you know, for stuff. Family, that's how family do. But guess what? When it come down to it, my grandmama was gonna be there for my mama, and my sister was gonna be there for her mama. When it's all said and done, when you family, when you're a low down nigga, you don't operate that way. You just want to use your mama, use your sister, use your cousin for your little crap. So that's flesh and blood, but it still ain't family. So what it was that the Jesus was talking about, who are your family, he was talking about those who are with you. He didn't trip off the physical blood. So I'm silly in 1918. Brother Maurice is silly in 1918. And this Mississippi campaign thing come up and we got silly. It was a song, a rap song. You know, get silly, get silly. And that's what happened. And that's what happened. I'm not ashamed of that. After all that went down, I even came before you and told me, and I told my audience, I was embarrassed. I was embarrassed. And just like Brother Maurice was just saying a few minutes ago, when we become emotional and angry, we don't think properly. And we make poor choices and bad decisions. And sometimes these things can cause us to lose our life. So I'm laying in the hospital, all this gone down. He's the Mississippi campaign, I'm Operation Mississippi and all this other, you know, whatever. I'm laying in the hospital, and Brother Maurice sends me a message. I didn't know he was in the hospital. Because if I had known, I was getting ready to leave the hospital by the time Brother Maurice found out. But Brother Maurice wanted to come see me in the hospital. Now, what was supposed to be my reaction? Nigga, get out my face! What the hell? Is that how y'all wanted me to respond? Nigga ride me, come on. How you doing in the hospital? This nigga probably glad I'm in the damn hospital. Is that how I'm supposed to react? I remember there was an episode of Good Times, and this brother had some type of business investment with James Evans, and he blew their money. And then 20-some years later, JJ had met the man, and the man offered to help JJ in his painting thing. And of course, JJ introduced the man to his father. His father said, you the one that stole my money 20-some years ago. And James couldn't let that go. And even though he was helping his son, and I don't know if some of y'all seen that episode. And so JJ ended up going to the man's house, staying with him, and Florida was there, and James told the man, get out my house, because he had thrown the brother out his house. He said, no, you in my house, and you're going to listen to what I have to say. And so he told him, about what happened 20-some years ago. And then James said, well, okay, I'm here. What the hell you got to say, man? And the brother said, James, I'm sorry. And then James was all mad and hyped up, and he said, and he looked at Florida, what am I supposed to say? Florida said, just accept his apology. Just accept it, Jay.
That's right.
So when Brother Maurice sent me that message, I think it was on Facebook, and he, how can I say when somebody is showing me empathy after all this? Because there's some unmentioned people that I know of. They didn't do it. Some other people that I won't mention, they have my telephone number, email, and all that. I didn't get it. But Brother Maurice did it. Because, see, look, I'm not perfect. Brother Maurice is not perfect.
That's right.
And he says on his show, every time he is, you kill the nigga in you, I kill the nigga in me, and my God shall reign supreme.
That's right.
So it's a process killing this nigga. Because he's a bad boy. We was born in it. That's right. And actually, if you be truthful with yourself, you sort of like him. you sort of like this fella. But we're growing here.
That's right.
And this is an expression of our maturity. We're growing here. We're maturing here. So, in 2021, we have an Operation Exodus Mississippi campaign. We have the Mississippi Initiative. But it's a beautiful thing because it's really the same thing, but it gives the people choice how they want to roll. But when it's all said and done, we have the same goal, the same vision. Everything is the same. So where you don't want to go here, you can go there. There's no excuse for you to say no.
That's right.
This is the plan. This is the way. So I'm like, I know there are those who would like a re-debate from 2018. That's not going to happen. And there really was nothing to really debate because it's the same thing. How are we going to argue? And basically, it's the same thing. It's just two ways of doing things. Like Mr. Farrakhan said one time, 1 and 1 is 2, but 2 and 0 is 2.
That's right.
It's just a different mythology. How to get to the same conclusion, the same answer. And that's a wonderful thing. So I'm going to the east, Brother Maurice going to the west, and we still gonna take it all.
That's right. That's right.
Now, see, there are those who say, how come I'm not in Mississippi? Maurice is in Mississippi. I'm in Mississippi.
That's right. That's right.
There go your answer, troll. When y'all going to Mississippi? There we go. There go your answer. Now you get on board and help. Since you all in our damn business. And you so worried about what we doing. Now there's your answer. Just a bunch of troublemakers. And that was our problem too. We were surrounded by people who really didn't like you or me. They wanted us to get into the arena so we can smash each other. And they sit back in the cut and grin and laugh. Are you laughing now? How you feel now? Huh? Because your world is all shattered and messed up. I was getting stronger.
That's right. That's right.
Woo! Y'all some sad. You need to get on the soul train. Y'all need to get on here. And let's take care of this business.
That's right.
You're the guest, Brother Maurice. You know, whatever you like to bring to the audience and say, because we're limited here. You're only here till 8. So.
Okay. Yes. Thank you, brother. I want to go back to Soul Liberation Day.
Yes, sir.
Because to me, that was such a beautiful experience. It was such a beautiful experience. I can't wait for the next one.
Yes, sir.
And sitting there, being in unity, same mission, same purpose, and we're coming together to get the work done. And a spirit of love which produces real power, real unity, you know? And I'm gonna just say this because there was a video done about Soul Liberation Day.
Yes, sir.
And I listened to it, and my thing was this: are we going to stay the way that we were in 1992 when it's 2021? There's supposed to be growth. There's supposed to be maturity. Because we're supposed to be moving forward, not standing still. So, you know, we got to really assess, what are we doing when we go out there and something as beautiful as Soul Liberation Day and then talk negatively against it when you don't even have nothing to replace it.
Yes, sir.
When you it's one thing for the cracker to do it. We expect the cracker to do it. But one of our own in 2021, you still want to do that foolishness. It doesn't make sense. And it shows where the lack of growth is actually the lack of life. And so therefore it produces death. It produces death. And we got to be able to see that we need each other. We need each other. You ain't never enslaved me.
Yes, sir.
You ain't never take from me my name, my religion, my way. You never done none of that to me. None of that to me. So when I found out that you were sick, you were in the hospital, that hurt me. That hurt me. Because you are my brother. You are my brother. And like I said, you know, I told some people that when we get in the mayor's office, when we get sworn in, I want you standing there right next to me.
Yes, sir.
Because that's where you belong. That's where you belong, right next to me. You are the originator of it. I was blessed to receive your communication. I was blessed to receive your communication. And it went all the way with my spirit. So it was excellent. And we got to get on it and get it done. And through time, we continually made step after step, move after move, and look where we are. Look where we are. And this is really just the beginning. This is just the beginning. So just like the cracker they got there, Mount Rushmore, where they got their greats at, well, we're going to have ours.
Yes, sir.
We're going to have ours where we have ours at. And you're going to be right there with me. Because we are the fathers of this new reality. And that's real. So the question has to be, what is stopping those who claim that they love black people? What's stopping them from helping us? What's stopping those who say that they are working for the benefit of black people? What's stopping you from helping us? Because there is no other plan outside of this plan that's going to give you freedom, justice, and equality. There is no other plan. There isn't. People talk about, it's about power. Well, if you ain't doing this, you ain't getting no power.
That's right.
This is where it is. This is where it starts.
That's right.
So people, they say these words like they going fishing, trying to get a bite on the hook, but nobody's biting. because they're not genuine. See, people can feel your spirit. They can pick up on it whether you real with it or whether you BSing. And see, this ain't about BSing. You want to BS, go with Tamika Mallory and Ben Crump and go with them and go march somewhere. Go march somewhere and get what you gonna get. But here, we ain't asking for power, we taking it. We ain't asking for a seat at their table. We make the seat at our table. We make you bow down to us. This is what it's about. And you cannot go out and say you love black people and you see what we're doing and try to destroy it and think Marcus Mosiah Garvey is going to back you, that he would approve of what you're doing, when this is the only game in town.
Yes, sir.
This is the truth. Ain't nobody else out here doing what we doing. Ain't nobody. Nobody. They still want to be controlled. They want to be partially free and partially controlled, because what? They don't want to accept the responsibility. They don't want to accept the responsibility. But see, this is how you know that a man is a man and he's free. Because your behavior is an indication of your freedom. Your behavior is an indication of your freedom. So when you stop and think about taking over not just a city and a county, but a state. A slave can't see, let alone think in those terms. They can't. And they're afraid because they're going to say, oh, the cracker ain't going to let you do this. Oh, you going to say that? The cracker going to come get you. The FBI going to show up at your door. Because you talking about taking power. You talking about taking cities, taking states. Well, wait a minute. I'm a man. I'm a grown man. I'm a God. I'm supposed to exercise power. I ain't supposed to sit up under my enemy and keep saying, why are you still oppressing me? Why are you not treating me right? Why are you not giving me a job? Well, if you're intelligent, if you're smart, you don't have to go and beg them to do for you what you can get off your ass and do for yourself. See, brother, most people that do that talking, they don't want that responsibility. They want the glory and the honor, but they don't want the responsibility. They don't want to do the actual work. They don't want to do the actual planning. They don't want to do none of that stuff. But they want to sit back on the video and say this and say that. But when it comes down to the work, you don't see them. There's people that I thought that would be with me doing this work. Doing this work. They can be on the video with me. But when I turn around and look, they ain't there. They ain't there. But they're there on video, but they ain't there in reality. You see, and that's something wife would always tell me. Always tell me, like she says, your greatest strength is the love of our people, but that's also your greatest weakness. That's also your greatest weakness. And you know, because she can spot the fake. And she'll tell me, and I may not want to hear it. Because I want to believe what they got coming out their mouth is real. But it ain't. But it ain't. And when you look at what they talk about trying to do, that's not going to do anything. That's not going to produce any damn change.
No.
Nothing whatsoever. And it's like that they refuse good counsel. They want somebody to be their yes man. But you're not going to be successful like that. You can't, you have all yes men around you, you ain't going to be successful because they're not able to see the errors and the gaps that you got.
Yes, sir.
But when you have it open and that people that you already said, look, I don't want no yes men. Tell me the truth so that I can see better. This is an expectation. This is an expectation. People don't want that because they don't want to be uncomfortable. See, this is the thing. When people hear about our Mississippi plan and they laugh, oh, them niggas just talking. They laugh. They make fun.
Yes.
But they have nothing to offer. No solutions. Just continue the same old, same old. See, at least we got a solution and we're putting work behind it to produce a product that goes beyond talk. We're producing a product that generations unborn will be able to live in freedom. We're producing a product that our ancestors will be able to look on and rest in peace and rest in power. This is what we're doing. And can't no punk bring about that kind of reality. I mean, we just have to keep it 100. All of them should be praising the work of the Mississippi Initiative, of Mississippi Exodus.
Yes, sir.
All of them should be praising that work because they heard it from a talk and see it from a real thing that there's action behind what we do. And so like you said, dear brother, when they see me, they see you.
Yes, sir.
When they see me, they see you. And that's real. I can't be a man that's going to rob you of what is due to you, and then expect to be a leader of good standing. Ain't going to happen. Because if I rob you, then I'm going to rob somebody else. And rob somebody else. And rob somebody else. So we can't do that. We gotta be men of integrity. We gotta be men of good character. Because our people deserve it. They deserve it. You know, I had a cracker who said to me, I believe you're going to do what you're going to do in Mississippi. I believe that. But what I'm fearing is you're going to be unjust to white people because you don't like us. And I said, that's not the case. I'm not going to be unjust to you. I'm not going to be unjust to you because that's not who I am. I don't want to do cracker wrong. I don't want to do us. I don't want to do nobody wrong. I don't want nothing to do with it because that's how the cracker acts. I don't want nothing to do with that. I'm going to do right, period, point blank. So, you know, for real justice, real freedom, they're not going to get it anywhere outside of us. I'm just keep it real.
That's right.
They're not going to get it anywhere outside of us. It's not going to happen. You can stay following your American politicians and their lies, or you can come down to reality. Because this is real. This is real. We ain't about robbing you and doing evil to you. That's not who we are. That's not who we are. We done came through that. We're not living that. I'm not going to turn around and become what I hate.
Yes, sir.
I'm not going to do that. So they asked me, do you expect white people to actually vote for you? I said, you damn right.
Right.
You damn right I expect them to vote for me.
Mm-hmm.
And they say, well, how they going to do it when you're black first? I said, shit, we've been living under white first. We've been living under white first. And what did you get?
Mm-hmm.
What was the evidence of your great life living under white first and you white? What all did you really get? And they were thinking about it. I said, let me walk you through history for a little bit. Let me talk to you about your own white history. I said, you and your higher class cracker, y'all always had issues with each other because the rich white would never do the poor white people correctly. They always did them dirty. Always. I said, when y'all was over in Europe, that's what y'all did. When y'all got over here to America, they continued that same bullshit. Then when they got us enslaved, then they say, okay, look, what we gonna do, we gonna make the trailer trash hate the black folk so they can stay fighting each other and we can rule both.
That's
I said,
right.
when we were freed from slavery, we immediately began to create schools for our children. I said, did you know that y'all poor white people did not have schools? Those white children were not being educated. Did you know that? And they were like, no, I thought we were being educated. I said, no, you wasn't. Y'all didn't get schools until we start producing ours. And then we wrote the government from the Freedmen's Bureau and said, hey, y'all need to pitch in to the cost. Then they said, well, shit, if we help paying for niggas' education, we got to pay for these poor whites' education. I said, so that's how y'all began getting educated in school. It was through us. So if that rich white man and this poor white man, the rich white man teaches his, but he never teaches the poor because he always has to be able to control the poor. I said, when we got through slavery and we were working, they wasn't paying y'all. They were paying us. Then the president, what's his name? The one that was in the wheelchair, FDR. He created the minimum wage. And that's how y'all begin to get work. Because prior to that, we had to work. So then they said, well, shit, I got to pay the white man the same as I got to pay the nigga. Let me go ahead and pay my own kind. But y'all wasn't working. We were working. Y'all wasn't being educated. We were being educated. I said, now this is what your own people did to you. And you was living under white rule and you white your damn self and you ain't got a pot to piss in nor a window to throw it out. How is it that after slavery, we owning stores? Y'all got to come to us and say, Mr. Maurice, can I get credit at your store? And we'll pay you when the money come in, when the food come in. How is that? That we can come from slavery and we owning business and you still ain't got shit. How is that? And you got rich white people and we pulling ourselves up by our bootstraps. This is what you got living under white. Now they motivated and moved y'all to go out and kill black people here, and overthrow governments here. But what did you get after it? You still ain't got a pot to piss in, nor a window to throw it out. You just as much as a nigga as they said we were niggas.
That's right.
But that's your own white people doing that to you. We never did that to you. So yeah, you would benefit living under black rule because there would be justice. Don't break the law. That's the only thing. And even if you break it, we ain't gonna go out there and like we watching George Floyd trial and beat the shit out you, keep the neck on you and kill you.
Right.
We ain't gonna do that. That's not justice.
Yes, sir.
That's not our nature. So after I ran it to him, he said, I guess you're right. I would vote for you then. I said, I damn sure know you right. You ain't going to get away from the truth. You ain't going to get away from the truth. Period, point blank. They not. They not.
I want to add a little something. With your permission, brother. This your.
Oh, most definitely, sir. Yes, sir.
There are those who, well, they get angry at me for all kinds of stuff. I can't begin with the list. But one reason that they get angry at me is because I am anti-religion, spirituality, the divine and the spirit. Now, mind you, that's what I hold as a person. Has nothing to do with the Mississippi campaign. Mississippi campaign has nothing to do with your religion, your ideology, or nothing like that. It's just a plan to put us in a better position in this life. And myself and Brother Muhammad, we talked about this in the early days when I first presented this idea to him. I don't even know if I want to put it out because it's bad, I mean, we won't be alive to see these things, but y'all just don't understand what we're thinking about here. I mean, we talk about taking control of the state, but actually, it's more than that. But I just leave it right there because y'all can't even get with the state, let alone anything higher than that. So they angry at me because, how you gonna do this without God? Let me say this. From my understanding of Islam, I was told that Allah used whom He pleases for His work. And if Allah uses whom He pleases, He did not say, well, I'm only going to use the Muslim. I'm only going to use the Christian. I'm going to use, He said, I use including the devil. So here you are supposed to be so connected to the divine and the spiritual that you should be able to recognize a gift from God no matter what vessel it comes from. I'm telling you, God believer, that this Mississippi campaign came from God. That's what I'm telling you. It definitely didn't come from me because I'm stupid like that. I'm running around here having debates with Brother Maurice being silly. So it definitely couldn't have just come from me. It had to come from a higher power, as you say. But for some reason, in the divineness and the wisdom of the God, He didn't choose the Muslim. He didn't choose the Hebrew Israelite. He didn't choose whomever. He brought it through silly ass me. For some reason. But there's nothing, just like the brother just eloquently expressed. You don't have nothing better than this. What plan do you have that can put you in possession of high-grade military weapons? Because if you take control of the state of Mississippi, you take control of the National Guard. What plan do you have to put you in a position where you control the police of the whole state? The Mississippi Bureau of Investigation. You control the what you call it, the money of that state. You control the public school system.
That's right.
What you got that's going to give us power. You put yourself in a position where all the land that's controlled by the state of Mississippi, you can use that for your purpose.
That's right.
There's a lot of property owned by the state, and it's doing absolutely nothing. We can put it to work. Growing, I suggest, since Mississippi is an agricultural state, I suggest let's get into the organic food business because it's booming. So we want to be known as the best manufacturer of organic foods. Our chickens are organic. Our pigs, our people eat pig. I'm sorry, hey, pigs, our pigs is gonna be organic. Our chickens, our lambs, whatever we raise, our milk. So when you open up an Africanized school,
come on now,
because those children got to eat.
Yes.
Because right now, okay, you open up an Africanized school, ain't nothing in Africa gonna be in your damn school. All of it gonna be made somewhere in the United States, by white folks and by Chinese and whomever. Ain't nothing coming from no Africa. Very little gonna come from black folks. You want to be able to open up your Africanized schools in Mississippi, and at least 50% of what go in that school, what goes in that child's mouth, is us, made in Mississippi.
That's right.
That's what we want. And you don't have to wait. I heard a brother talk about, well, in the next 5, 10, 20 years, 5, 10, 20 years, we can get this done now. If you get off your ass and stop being jealous of people and stop tripping, you can have this. Look, we came up with this in 2018. 3 years have went by. Can you imagine what we have accomplished if everybody was getting on board to do this thing? Where we would be at right now? We might be in control of the state right now. Damn close. We would be in Jackson, Mississippi, at the inauguration of the man that we want to be the governor.
That's right.
Y'all laying around here. See, look. I'm not saying, and Brother Maurice will never tell you, the things that we do isn't good. Selling shoes, red, black, and green shoes on the corner, that's nice. I might get me a pair one day. But they sort of look sort of funny. Remind me of them Robin shoes that Batman and Robin used to wear in the show. Right? I don't know. Yeah, that's what I, don't. I need a different kind of design. And then you have your African schools, and you got your grocery stores. A grocery store has never liberated nobody, y'all. An African school has never liberated nobody, y'all. Even if we had a multi-billion-dollar business, that's not going to liberate, because see, you're trying to change the condition of 40 million plus. $1 billion company is not going to do that. But the acquisition, we don't have to own the land in Mississippi. We don't have to own it. You just want to control it so that the land benefits you like you would do a rental car. You can rent a car, and that car would do just as well as anybody that have a car that they own. And when you get sick of that car, here you crap back. Let the owner pay the taxes. Let the owner change the tires. Let the owner do all that stuff. I just want to use it for my purpose. Because why would you want to own the land in the state of Mississippi anyway, as long as you're still under the domination of your oppressor, who can change the game anytime they feel like? So I just want to use it so I can get strong. So when I say that I want to go to Africa or have a connection to Africa, now I got something to offer, because I got all this fresh organic food here. I'm producing other things. Africa, what you want to do? I got this. You got some plutonium over there we could use. Uranium. You got some resources here. Now you're in a position you can make deals just like the United States and China and anybody else. Right now you have nothing to offer. Right now the only thing you want to do is run your ass to Africa so you can be their damn slave. I want to, after 400 years of oppression, I want, and you should want to be in a position you make your own law. You do your own thing. I don't want to run to Africa and be under somebody else's culture. Gotta relearn that like you just finding somebody else to take care of your happy ass. Going right back to what Brother Maurice was saying, you don't want the responsibility of taking care of yourself. Because if you take control of the state of Mississippi and it fails, you can't blame the white man.
That's right.
You can only blame yourself. You can't blame nobody else. And I'm just sick of blaming the white. Oh, the white man do this. Can the white man, if it wasn't for the white, y'all can't go to Mississippi because the white man gonna always the white man. Actually, we would be a benefit to the nation. Why would the white man stop something that's actually good for him? Taking a poverty-stricken state and make it wealthy. Why wouldn't he want that? That's a benefit to the federal government. Why would they stop that? Everything that we're doing and suggest is legal under the Constitution. You're not a damn terrorist organization. I say take control and not take over. And there's a difference. Because when you say take over, it sounds like you want to take over. You some kind of domestic threat or whatever. No, I just want to take control and begin to express the rights and the benefits that I should have had anyway. But I got to do it myself. Because nobody here is going to give it to me. Maybe in another 30 damn years or so. You don't have to wait no more. And this is the team here. Right now, myself, Brother Maurice, we challenge anybody on a damn debate. Bring your solution. Bring it, and you bring it and challenge the Mississippi campaign. As long as you're able to maintain your cool. Because ain't nobody gonna sit around here and argue and debate. You want to call me a Sambo and a clown or all that. You should, and see, that's part of your problem. You're immature. You're immature. And you also have a slave mind. You're not free. Only a free man can comprehend what we're talking about. A slave can't. A slave is only looking for another slave master to define. So you mad at the white man. So you go find you an African. So that you can be a slave too. That's all right. I do not want a black massa or a white massa. After 400 years, this people called the American so-called Negro, soul brothers and sisters, you deserve an opportunity and a chance to run your life yourself. So the slogan that we was using for Soul Liberation Day 2021 was taking your destiny in your own hands. And that's what we're doing. I'm not asking nobody for nothing. Be wise, be slick, be smart. Outfox the fox. Use his law. Use the tools that he give you and take advantage of that so you can get what you want. And I tell you this, sometimes we're selfish. Because a lot of things that we personally want, you're not going to get. It's not going to happen. So you have to sacrifice your personal wants for what is in the best interest of the people. Elijah Muhammad, Minister Farrakhan said, through you, I'm going to get all my people. Now, what does that mean? Now, he said to Minister Farrakhan, I will repeat, listen to the words, very easy, simple. Through you, I will get all my people. What is all my people? The drunk in the street, the prostitute, the homosexual. See, the interracial couple, all the things that you don't like, that's our people. This self-righteousness we carry. See, we live in a sick world. Everybody got some kind of problem here going on. So I can't put myself in a position to judge the homosexual or the drunk or whomever. All. But that's our people at this time. They don't have to stay that way, but that's where they are right now. And when I just had surgery, and I'm just now beginning to come to some kind of healing, and that was months ago. It takes time to heal. We've been sick. We've been hurt. We've been suffering pain for 400 years. So it's going to take time for us to heal and come out of this filth that we've been in for so long. It won't be in my lifetime. But we have the wisdom to put the future generation, as that says in the Quran, we are the Allah to put our babies on the right path. And they be on their way.
That's right.
Because technically, we really should be the greatest generation ever produced. We're living right now. Everything is right for us. It's the time. We have the plan. We have the goal. Is it perfect? No. It's going to be trial and error. But with all of us, the gods, working as one, that ain't nothing to overcome. There is nothing else out here that can give us the benefits and give us power. That's what you claim that you want. None of this other stuff that you're talking about going to give you power. It's not going to do it. And you make mockery, but that means you make mockery of your own ancestors because your ancestors was doing it anyway.
That's right.
The only thing that stopped them was the terrorism that was going on in the South that caused them to flee. There's a book by our brother Charles Blow, The Devil Within, a Black Power Manifesto, and he, after 3 years that we've been saying this, he writes a book, a journalist from the New York Times, and he says basically the same thing. It's the South is the key. And in his book, he talks about the state of Mississippi being the vanguard. We've been saying this since 2018. Where you been, Charles Blow? The reason why I met Brother Omar Shamsuddin is because he was thinking the same way. He saw a Mississippi campaign video and called me because he's thinking the same way. That goes to verify this is the way to go.
That's right.
As soon as I introduced this to Brother Maurice, I sent him that letter. There was no, what is this, brother? I don't understand. We got to move the Mississippi. There was none of that. I didn't even send the letter to the man good. He wrote me back. Excellent. Let's do this. I'm ready to goddamn do. Let's go.
That's right.
That was his response. There was not all these dumbass questions that I get. What about the white man? How we gonna eat? It wasn't. Brother Maurice said, excellent. In big capitalized letters. Excellent. Let's do this. That was his response. And that should have been y'all response. If you want to be free. All these other things, I know you love them. And that's cool. And actually, we can implement those things under this one umbrella. We're not saying throw these things away. But it can be implemented under this one umbrella. One direction, one goal, one purpose, one vision.
That's right.
It can be implemented. We're not throwing what you talk about away. But it needs to be under one umbrella. Like your Marcus Garvey did. Because I was told that the United Negro Universal Organization, however you say it, UNIA, it was composed of different organizations, but they was just under one umbrella. And Marcus Garvey was a Christian. He did not try to force his Christianity on his members. That's why he was so successful. The greatest, really, the greatest as far as organizing and membership that we've had. Because when you're dealing with religion, religion divides because we got too many different beliefs. So it causes us to go in all these different directions. Well, my God is the best. No, my God is the best. We don't have that. We all getting our ass whooped. We got to change this. I'm an older person now. If I have another 10, 5, 20 years left, I'll be doing good. I want to use my life to help you. I know this is the way to go. I know it is. Not believe, I said no.
That's right.
And you be on your way. And I guarantee you, once you start the work and get to going, and you start to see the fruits of your labor, you will slap yourself in the face and damn, it was easier than we thought, and we could have done this a long time ago. The only thing stopping us is your immaturity, and a lot of you actually do fear. You don't want to take on this responsibility, because if you lose, see, because you claim to be a god and a goddess and divine and all this fantastical stuff, but you can't take control of the state and you can't maintain it. See, actually, the easy part really is taking control of the state. That's the easy part.
Exactly.
The hard part is going to be maintaining it.
That's right.
That's the hard part. The hard part is to take it from a poverty-stricken state to make it wealthy. That's the hard part. We in the position politically to take control of the state. That really wouldn't be a problem once we organize and the people understand what needs to be done. But what you gonna do now, nigga, you're in control. And bullet us. Now look at the attention brother Maurice getting already. Can you imagine once they see us attempting to take control of the state, all the eyes of the world gonna be, what is these Negroes doing?
Exactly.
These slaves.
Exactly.
Because it's never been done.
That's right.
And actually, having slight technical difficulties are like, look, I tell you that you will be the greatest generation ever produced, because once we do this, the benefits from this activity will surpass everything they've done in the past. It will. It'll surpass everything they've done in the past. And that's not a bad thing. That's what your ancestors want. They want us to win, because they did not win. They put up a nice fight, but they did not win. We learn from their mistakes so that we can win. And all this going around in the circle, running around like a dog, you're chasing his tail. I'm sick of it. I want to be free now. I'm tired of the fairy tale. Well, you know, brother, well, we've been in this for 400 years. It's gonna take some time. I'm tired of hearing that crap. You say that because you don't know what the hell you're doing. More and more time. How much time do you need? Give us a timetable. You need another 5 years, 20 years, 30 years? Put a timetable. You're not going to give us a timetable because you don't know what the hell you're doing. I'm telling you, we know what the hell we're doing. We're going to have trial and error. We work through that. We'll take things as they come.
That's right.
But we know the foundation is strong. The foundation is right. You need to get on board the soul train. And you can be committed. And you can be Christian. You can be whatever the hell you want. That ain't no problem. Now you become one people. There's one goal, one vision, one purpose. The ultimate goal is your liberation. You want to become independent. You want to be able to call the shots for a change. So now, when they have their corny-ass presidential election, now they would pay attention because they might need the state of Mississippi so that they can get over. But right now, you're all scared. Nobody don't give a damn about your vote like that.
That's right.
But they might need Mississippi. So the suckers are gonna come here and court you and kiss your ass for a thing. For real. Because they need that electoral vote. And we are a benefit, not a detriment to white folk. You think that they're gonna all want to come against you or whatever, just like Brother Muhammad said. No, it's a benefit to them. There's a brother, he called himself the Son of Man, that live in Red Lick, Mississippi. And maybe Brother Muhammad, I can get you his telephone number and y'all can have a little confab or whatever. Because he's in Red Lick, Mississippi. Okay. And he just built a school and have done some things over the years. I visited the Son of Man back in 82, 83, something like that. But he has a relationship with the white folks there that they actually give him free labor, give him free product, and help him build, you know, his commune that he got going on there. He has a relationship with all his neighbors. They buy his eggs, his bean pies. Contrary to popular belief, white people love bean pie. Y'all may not know that. Yes, they do. And white people like bean soup. Now, there's a rumor that if you open up a business in Chinatown, they won't visit your business simply because you're black. You have to have a product that they want. See, they want all over the world, they want organic food. They want that organic milk, organic fruits and nuts and meat. They want that. That's a product they want. It ain't about what you like, because everybody around the world might not like what you like. You have to develop you have to develop a product that it can be accepted and wanted internationally. I know that y'all like pig feet and chitlins, but that don't mean they want that around the world. That's something for you. You know, your customers, your target audience is some Negroes in the South someday or where. Maybe in Coldwater, Mississippi. I don't know, but I'm a winner. I don't like losing. I just don't. It just bothers me. Right. Anybody that have ever dealt with me, they will tell you that I give 1,000%, 1,000,000,000%. I do not like losing. And even when I lose, you think I won. That's how bad it is. Matter of fact, even the winners look at me like I won. Hey, I could have sworn we won this game. How this nigga getting all the praise? You know? I don't like winning. I mean, I don't like losing. I want us to win. You deserve the best. We've earned it. Only thing we got to do is go out and get it. Nobody's going to get it to us. We got the right plan here. We got everything that we need. We just need you in your right state of mind. And now, unlike some folks, I'm not Superman. I'm not your savior. I'm not divine. I'm just your brother. I offer you something. You don't like it. I'm like Tupac. I ain't mad at you. I'm not mad at you. But that's not my job to save you. That's for a savior. I'm not a savior. If you don't want to get on board the soul train so you can save your own damn life, you don't give a damn about your own life, what do it look like for me to run out, risk my life for your happy ass? I can't do it. I leave that up for the guy with the S on his chest. And you, as you can see, ain't no S on my chest. It ain't happening. And also, it's unfair that a small group of people go out and do the work, and then y'all happy ass come after and talk about what can I have. And see, I'm going to remember you suckers that rejected and talk against the Mississippi. I'm going to remember you. And we're going to have, the way I look at it, I was talking to Brother Taalik, we want to have a wall for all our freedom fighters, like the Vietnam War they got there in Washington, D.C., in Mississippi. We want a wall to have all the names of all the freedom fighters. That's right. But I also want a wall of shame and put all the misfits, put them on there. So when your relatives go there, they're going to go straight to the wall with the freedom fighter. They're going to say, I don't see so-and-so. Oh, he's not there. He's over here on the wall of shame. We gonna still treat you like brother, sister. We just know that you was an idiot. And everybody should know that you was a damn idiot. That's how we roll. This is the way to go, my friend. Again, get your partner together. Send me an email, send Brother Muhammad an email, and we'll make the time. I don't care where. We'll come to your channel. We'll come to some stadium, wherever you want to go, and we'll debate you. You're gonna lose. You'll never be able to get on the defense. I mean the offense. You will always stay 1,000% on the offense because you ain't got nothing coming. All these other things that we talk about have been tried and done. They had a little success, but they don't cause us to win. We need to win now. Pass the ball to somebody else for a change. Let me dribble. Let me shoot. See, Michael Jordan can put up 45 points, but Michael Jordan ain't always the one that put the winning shot down. And it don't mean nothing. I'd have seen Michael Jordan when he was stupid and he just run around and he get 45 points, but the Bulls was losers. Then he got smart and played like a team. And now he's starting to throw the ball to his other teammates. You know, Steve Kerr was a bad boy with that free shot. Wacko. This is a team sport here, y'all.
That's right.
And you don't have to like Michael Jordan. You can go on the Google. There's a lot of Bulls teammates. They tell you, I don't like Michael Jordan. But he got me these rings. You know, we got these rings because we played as a team. You don't have to like Angelsnupnup7. It ain't about who I like. Oh, I don't like him. He ain't wearing no African clothes. It's about winning. It ain't about who you like. It's about winning the game. And right now, y'all, we some serious losers. Pathetic, pitiful losers. I mean, we talk good. Oh, the black man is good. The black man is bringing God to the universe. Black man, and my melanin in my skin, and I'm connected to and my pineal gland, and the thyroid in my throat, and I can fly through the universe after I die. I'm gonna fly through the universe and enjoy. That's fantastic. So that means that you can take over a state. That should be easy for you. You can fly out your body, and you're a god, and you're an original man. You're so damn smart. You're a 35-year-old scholar and all that. Well, take over this state. Save me the work. Tell me how easy it should be easy for you. But apparently it's not. It scares you to death. Because you don't want the responsibility. You want to stay in the same corny position. And the Jews do this, and the Jews say this, and why they why they did that to George Floyd, and they put the neck and killed George Floyd, and same stuff. How many times we gonna go over this? Same crap over and over and over and over again. Redundant ass crap. When you can change your condition and stop it once and for all. We're passing the mic to Brother Muhammad.
Yes, sir. Thank you, beloved. You know, I wanted to say this as well because, you know, some of our people, they do talk about going back to Africa and, yes, you know, that's you know, their grand thing. But what they got to really understand, and I'm not telling them not to go, but I want you to understand that when you get there, you're going to have some issues. You ain't walking into heaven.
No.
You are not walking into heaven. You still going to have to battle that cracker. You still going to have to get things squared away. Just because you're American, you coming from America and you go in there now, that doesn't mean you're going to be treated and met with, you know, roses and bouquets and people going to fall at your feet. It don't work that way.
Absolutely.
It does not work that way. You got to have some type of accomplishments. What are you bringing to the table? See, when we go, we got accomplishments that we can bring to the table that they'll say, okay, come and tell us how you did it.
Right.
They want to be able to work with us. You want to produce cars? Well, come on over here. We can put a factory in our city and produce cars.
Mm-hmm.
See, now we're talking a language that's mutual beneficial to the different countries on the continent and to us here, where you're building international trade and commerce. See, now you're thinking like a world leader now. You're thinking like a world leader. And trust and believe, they're looking for us to be the example. But all if we got is talk, if that's the only thing you bring to the table, they're not going to hear your talk.
No.
They're not going to hear it. So you got to have something that's coming with it. You know, there was a brother, and I don't know if the brother's still doing videos or not, but brother by the name of Woke Progressive. And, you know, there was a lot of things about him being homosexual and all that. And I checked him out. He was on a live panel. And I asked for the link. They dropped the link. I joined the panel. And I told him, I said, brother, I'm not here to jump on you and beat you down. That's not what I'm about. I'm your brother. Now, I heard you say that you struggle with this and you need help. So I, as your brother, I hear what you're saying. So I'm telling you, when you're struggling and you need help, you call your brother. And I'll answer that phone. And I'll help you. Now, when I did that, some people said that I was in error, that I shouldn't have done that. But I said, that's my brother. His issue ain't mine. But what I heard him say is I'm struggling with it and I need help. So am I to turn my back to him because he say he need help? No. I'm supposed to say, here am I. What can I help you with? Because that is my brother. I'm not afraid to do that. And some people didn't like it. One brother called me up and said, well, let's have a debate about it. Because you on woke progressive side and I'm on a sister side. And me and this brother, we talked about it. And I explained where I was coming from. And at the end of the phone conversation, this brother said, I understand what you're saying. And you are correct. You are correct. So he called me to set up a debate. And then after we dialogued, my brother said, you are correct. So that means that we got to have open lines of communication over issues that we may see different. But if we close the door to our brothers, to our sisters, how are we going to grow? How are we going to be able to change the predicaments that our people are in? We got to be willing to listen. We got to be willing to step out there because I am who I am, whether the enemy like it or not, whether our people like it or not. This is our time in leadership. We can't blame Dr. Clark. We can't blame Dr. King. We can't blame Jesse Jackson. We on deck now. We're on the clock now. What is it that you gonna do? What are you good for? What is the good to have all of this knowledge? You got the knowledge of the Kemetic. You got the knowledge of Africa. You got the knowledge of Egypt. You got the knowledge of Timbuktu. but you can't accomplish a goddamn thing. What is you good for?
Right.
You're good for nothing. You going to school, you're going to get a degree in African studies. And you got your degree. And what are you going to do with it? You going to build the world with it? What are you going to do? You going to beg somebody for a job and say, can I teach this course in your school, in your college? Well, if the knowledge only good enough to make you a beggar, what is it good for? It's good for nothing. If all that you know, you can't build nothing with it, then what is it good for?
Right.
It's good for nothing. And you let the enemy control you and rule you through fear. See, brother, we don't have that fear. We don't have that. But they do. And that's why the enemy made a good nigga out of you. Because he taught you to fear him. And you fear him to this very day. He made a good nigga out of you. You want to be free? You want to be the man that you know you need to be. And you come here with men. You come here with the gods. And we'll help make you into that. Because we sharpen each other. That's the value of men. That's the value of gods. We don't punk and we don't run. See, when a woman comes to you and you got a vision in your mind, you got a kingdom that you want to bring forth. She want to help you. She want to serve you. But if you don't have that, then what good are you for? You're good for nothing. And too many of our people have been good for nothing. You got knowledge, but you can't build a damn thing with it. You're good for nothing. And you should be tired of being good for nothing.
Right.
And I want to make this personal appeal. Brother God in Nollywood, I'm making this personal appeal to you, brother. And I love you. You are my brother. I love you. But you're not going the right way. You're not going the right way, brother. I see your greatness of what you could be if you let go of the foolishness. You let go of the foolishness so that you can be all that you desire to be. But if you hold on to that crap, you ain't going to be nothing. You ain't going to be nothing. You got to let it go. Brother Cool Cutter gave you great advice or great recommendation.
Yes, sir.
He really did. He really, really did. And I hope that you heed that recommendation. Brother Cool Cutter is a good brother.
Yes, sir.
He speaks his word regardless to whom or what. And we need brothers like that. You did a whole program on unity and your whole presentation was against black unity. Was against black unity. And this is what you're supposed to be about. Sister Noble, I bought her book. I watched her on Sinetta. She was teaching over my head on Sinetta. she looked at it. She was going where I couldn't go. I said, my God, I'm going to have to take notes and study this one. And I don't say that often, but she was over my head.
Over mine too.
and you know, I bought her book. I support our sister.
Yes, sir.
And she said some things in the video, and you know, inshallah, you know, I'll get to talk to her about it.
Mm-hmm.
But we got to protect our sister.
Yes.
We got to protect her. We don't go out here and beat her up over the world, disparage her character. We should not do that. We should not do that. That doesn't look good. You don't see the Chinaman getting on front of the world and doing that to his. Why are you going to do that to ours? She deserves our protection. She's out there doing the best she can with what she got.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't we show her the love that she deserves? Why we can't show her the commitment that she deserves? She's one of us.
Mm-hmm.
She's one of us. And we got to have that patience among each other to help each other, to heal each other. Not tear down and beat each other. That ain't where it's at. That ain't where it's at. And I want to say to Brother Bakari, Brother Bakari, I love you as well, dear brother. You helped me when I needed help. And I can't thank you enough for that you was there for your brother. And I see what you do, and I applaud you in what you do. And you stay the course, because it's going to present good for you. You stay the course. You're doing a good job. Team Black, I salute you. And Brother Cool Cutter, you know, I salute you as well. Much love and respect for you, dear brother. Because it's the bond of the men. Of the men that can get things the way it need to be.
Mm-hmm.
Men sharpen men like steel sharpens steel. And through our love for each other, we'll destroy anything that comes in our way.
Mm-hmm.
Anything that comes in our way. Brother Taalik, I want you to know, dear brother, I love you immensely.
Yes, sir.
I love you immensely. I respect you immensely. And I thank you for having the love for me to reach out to me and share with me your vision.
Yes, sir.
I thank you for that.
You're welcome.
I thank you for that. Because that help gave me purpose. That helped to give me purpose. And, you know, I can't take that for granted. Because you didn't have to share it with me. You really didn't. But I thank you that you did. And see, that's what we need. That kind of love. That kind of love that we will overlook our little failings, our little issues.
Mm-hmm.
He overlooked it. I said, man, I'm going to whoop your ass. He overlooked all that. And said, let me get my little brother over here. Let me put him to work. And through his love, it helped produce us. See? And it's just like through Farrakhan's love
Mm-hmm.
that helped produce us. It starts at love. And it grows. It grows. And we love you. You can trust and believe that. We love you. Because we putting on a gasoline jacket and walking into hell to save you. Because we challenging the enemy. And we're taking power. We're taking power. We're taken. It was one day, dear brother, and I'm gonna end with this.
Yes, sir.
I was so stressed. My oldest son, was in jail, and I was stressing because it was a situation I couldn't, put my hands on and take control of. And I was so bad, wife had to call the ambulance. I was laying there in bed. They came in, put the machines on me, and said, we need to get him to the hospital right now because his numbers are so high he can have a stroke. And I told her no. I said, no, I got to teach. I said, let them go. And they kept telling her, he is going to have a stroke. His numbers are too high. Get him to the hospital. This is no joke. Get him to the hospital. I said, I got to teach. I went in there, got at my desk, and I taught hard for 2 hours straight. For 2 hours straight. You wouldn't even think that just a few minutes they were talking about getting me to the hospital, rushing me to the hospital. So we got to make sure that we push through the goal. But we also got to make sure we take care of ourselves.
Yes, sir.
We got to take care of ourselves. We got to do that. So I thank you, dear brother, for having me.
Yes, sir.
I look forward to every time that we get together because it's always a beautiful time. It's always a beautiful time. And I want everybody to know that I love you, as I said, immensely. And I thank you for loving me enough that you reach out to me, even through my ignorance.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And before you leave, I want to say something to you real quick. Well, actually, to wife Muhammad. I've had a chance to interact with wife Muhammad a few times in the chat room or whatever. But I would like to re-apologize, for the past, because that was never my intent to hurt her or anything like that. I don't roll like that way. Matter of fact, I'm known to be one of women's greatest defenders on this forum. I don't make a habit. In fact, I feel sort of bad myself. I sort of went off on a sister lately, and I took the video down. I felt disrespect. She disrespected me. But we all have it's not an excuse. We all suffer from different forms of trauma.
Exactly.
And I suffer from trauma from being bullied. And whenever somebody sort of threatens me or raise up, who the hell are you? I'm ready to get down. It's from those days because that's what I had to do to get that bully off my back.
Right.
So I want to re-apologize to wife Muhammad. She sounds like a fun person. She is. Strong, and she's a very strong sister. Maybe sometime, maybe even this year, we'll make our way to Coldwater. Are they having that meeting again this year? I'm pretty sure they are.
Yes, sir.
Black Summer. Yeah. Might be able to make that. Might be able to make that.
Okay, good.
And also, I want to say, not only to you, but to the brothers. Brother Guy, Brother Craig, Brother Cuckoo Cutter, and am I missing somebody? Bakari, of course.
Bakari.
It was a wonderful thing, and I guess we didn't realize, we were too selfish to understand how beautiful that was. And everybody saw us on the panel, and Sister Noah and all of us. The people loved it.
Exactly.
If we kept that momentum going, do you know where we probably would be? We talk about Sister Noble being on Sinetta TV. Who cares about Sinetta? We got our own thing going on here. I mean, it's nice. Shout out to Sinetta, even though he canceled my appearance on the show. But hey, no problem. I don't cry over spilled milk. But can you imagine what we could accomplish if we just stayed rolling. The people was loving us. They loved it. They cried when they saw all this fighting and bickering and falling apart. They cried. It goes back to our own selfishness. You know, what I want, what I think. It's what's in the best interest of the people. And I'm telling us, and Brother Muhammad is telling us tonight, that our best bet, realistic option, is what we call the Mississippi Cafe.
That's right.
And if you have a problem with it, or you don't understand, or you just want to outright challenge us, we're ready to do the thing. You're not going to win. This is the way to go. So on that note, thank you, Brother Muhammad, for making an appearance. And we're going to do this again, over and over again. I'm going to try to make you a regular show. I think it's on Tuesdays on Zoom or whatever. I'm going to try to make those things. But like I said, again, I be having these health problems. Yeah, I be messed up sometimes. I mean, really bad. Shout out to Brother Omar out there. Brother Aleeyah, Sister Ingrid, Sister Karen, Sister Soul, Sister Ann, my deacons of reality. My deacons of reality be right here with me. Oh, that's right. I didn't see Soul Brother 85 tonight. Guess he got busy. But most of the time, the deacons be here. You know, I don't know how they do it, but they my show be spontaneous, but they be right there on the money. Before I even get there, you know, I'm like, wow, you know, deacons of reality. Thank you for everybody in the chat room, those who are listening and those who will be listening to this broadcast later on. This is what I represent and have always represented. Unity. Even if I had to I was even risking getting my ass whooped. You know, black people. So for myself and Brother Muhammad, the RealitysTemple on Earth, the Mississippi Initiative, Wife Muhammad, all of us here on this platform, thank you for listening. Until next time, y'all, I wish us love, peace, and so we out 5,000.